West, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
His first carry of the ball game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And find Everett there, complete.
Wilson.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
It's a gain of
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Cannon. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's get easy.
Here's Cannon, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it'll be second down. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Rams 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Hey, let's see what you got. Check back 33. Check back 33. That's the run. Slap. 22. Check, crunch. Alert.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Rams, nothing.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down, Rams.
Up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, Stafford here. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 17 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. To try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
36 power.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
At the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run. This is Cannon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers. That'll bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, this is Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. action. Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. From the gun, Stafford. Jackson's got it over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead. You don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read, pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
In your face.
Here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
30-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Check 15. Hey, alert. 59. Mike to 59. Let him know. Mike, check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Watch the run. Mike 5'9".
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Check your 20. It's 59. Mike to 59.
Wilson will throw again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Akers,
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. Easy, easy. 54. No, 54. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Right side caught by Jackson.
Stafford
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. They got him in. It's Woods. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 32. They'll run on 1st down. Akers, and he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And it's 3rd down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Stafford. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Back to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
34-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Seahawks. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
He's back to throw, eluding the pressure right. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Second and goal from the 1. They get this out left, and he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
First down, Los Angeles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Out of bounds and sacked. A loss of 4 yards.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. One more time, it's Cannon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, this is Cannon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Mike, check, 59. Further. So we got man. 59.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
4th down.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slap.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And 6.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
14, got it. I smell fear in that offense. Watch 36 to my
From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that.